How you doing, guys? This is John again in one of my rants. And again, this is my opinion and no reflection on anything or anyone else. But again, I'm talking about Maine and elections today. They're cooked, man. Who else to vote for? You know? And Susan Collins is not a real Republican. She's a fake one. She goes against President Trump and everything, you know? And basically, the other guy too, and my God. So, and with California, and they're not hiding the fraud, and it's disgusting, anymore. You know, California's going to be a ghost town, or state. And it's sad, that there's just that much corruption on the left. And there's some on the right too, with all the rhinos and never Trumpers and fake Republicans, but it's more on the left, way more. Because they had not, they're exposed. President Trump exposed them for who they really are. It was the liberals. You know, with the funding KKK and all that, or you know, through that organization, the Southern Poverty Law Center thing. I believe that's it. They were doing it. So they were dipping their hands on both sides. And nobody seems to care about that. And all I'm trying to say is, you know, you gotta get some halfway decent Republicans up in Maine. I'm running for in my local ward, as state representative. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm putting my trust in God and Jesus Christ in the Bible, and I have the time. I want to do it, and God put it on my heart. So please pray for me with that, and that God will, make it clear either way. And only thing is, I don't drive, so I'm not going to let certain things, stop me. So get involved in your local community. Get involved in your local elections more. You might have a chance to sneak in there, but nobody else is going to run. Possibly. You never know until you try. Be knowledgeable. Read, listen. I hate reading. I was never really, like it. So I just listen to the Bible or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, but again, guys and ladies, that it, if you're griping about where's the change, look in the mirror. Maybe it's you. You never know. Pray about it. If you're if if you're a Christian, talk to your leadership about it. Talk to people in your church or wherever you worship, or not worship, and see if it's right for you. And that's the only time when things are going to change. All right. Well, God bless. Take care. Look out for each other. Be careful when you eat. Stay out of trouble. All right. And have a good day. Blessed day.